If you were alive in the early 90s, there were only three things guaranteed to blow your mind: Tamagotchis, slap bracelets, and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And guess what? One of them still holds up. And no, it's not the virtual pet that faked its own death every 3 hours. Today, we're rewinding the VHS and diving into the metallic motorcycle-riding, gunshot-flipping beast that is T2 Judgment Day, a film so epic it redefined what a sequel could be, and then casually broke every box office record like it was stepping on a Terminator skull. Before we get into it, we just want to give a shout out to all our 200 plus subscribers right here on Movie-Matic. I want to say we love you and we appreciate all that you do for us. Thank you for always tuning in. And if you're not subscribed yet, why don't you just go ahead and do that? Subscribe right now to Movie-Matic. After the unexpected sci-fi horror success of The Terminator in 1984, James Cameron had a problem. How do you top a film where a robot from the future hunts people down like a protein shake-fueled Michael Myers? Well, step 1, wait for technology to catch up with your ideas. Cameron held off on making T2 until the early 90s because the liquid metal T1000 was just a sparkle in the eye of some very overwhelmed VFX artists back then. Once CGI tech had matured enough to animate a guy turning into a chrome knife sponge, Cameron said, "Now we ride." Cameron teamed up again with producer Gale Ann Hurd, and the studio handed him a budget of over $100 million, the largest ever at the time. And instead of playing it safe, he poured it into a genre-defying, mind-blowing sequel that would make the original look like a test run. In this installation, it's 1991. Skynet hasn't blown us up yet, but it's trying. Again. This time, it sends back the T1000, a shape-shifting, emotionless murder puddle made of liquid metal. Think Silver Slime with daddy issues. Its mission? Kill young John Connor before he can lead the human resistance. But plot twist, the resistance sent back another Terminator, the T-800. Same model as the original?
Hello again, Arnold.
But this one's reprogrammed to protect John. So now, you've got the ultimate battle of killer tech. Robot Dad versus Stabby Blob. In the middle of it all, Sarah Connor. Now jacked, traumatized, and 500% done with humanity's nonsense. T2 isn't just another action-packed thriller. It's a story about fate, sacrifice, and whether or not a killer robot can learn to love. Or at least not kill everyone in sight. So, you're gonna get explosions, but also feelings. Get ready to be punched in the soul and in the face. Arnold Schwarzenegger returns as T-800, more talkative this time, more huggable, and still built like a refrigerator with abs. And he nails it. Somehow, playing a stoic murder machine became his most emotionally compelling role. Go figure. Linda Hamilton? Absolute legend. She transforms Sarah Connor from damsel to doomsday prepper icon. She's fierce, vulnerable, and probably capable of bench pressing your car. Edward Furlong makes his film debut as John Connor, a rebellious teen with a hacking habit and a mullet you could surf on. And then there's Robert Patrick as T-1000, cold, silent, and unnervingly smooth. The man doesn't blink for most of the movie. That's not a fun fact, it's a threat. Supporting players like Joe Morton as Miles Dyson, aka the guy who accidentally helps invent the apocalypse, and Al Bowen returning as Dr. Silberman round out the cast beautifully, each playing their parts in the drama of how not to get impaled by a robot today. James Cameron didn't just direct this beast, he co-wrote it with longtime collaborator William Wisher Jr., and together they pulled off what most writers' rooms can't even fake in a brainstorming session. A sequel that's smarter, bigger, and deeper than the original. Cameron brought his signature touch, cold steel wrapped in big ideas. He mixed apocalyptic anxiety with heartfelt character arcs, and then said, "Now, let's throw it in a truck chase and make it explode." He's the king of tech meets heart, and T2 is where the crown really starts to shine. This isn't just a film. It's a full-on Cameron mission to entertain you and give you nightmares about artificial intelligence. And honestly, mission accomplished. T2 obliterated the box office like a Terminator at a glass factory. It made over $520 million worldwide, becoming the highest grossing film of 1991 and one of the biggest hits of the decade. Critics, they bent the knee. T2 was hailed as a rare sequel that improved on its original. Better effects, more heart, and enough action to feed an entire generation of budding adrenaline junkies. It scored 4 Oscars, including Best Visual Effects and Best Makeup. Because, yeah, if you could make a man melt into a metal puddle without making it look like a cartoon, you deserve some statues. Audiences loved it. Critics adored it. Robots feared it. It was and still is a stone-cold classic. Want to hear something wild? That entire freeway chase? Real trucks, real crashes, real stunts. James Cameron doesn't do CGI when he could just blow up something for real. The insurance companies had a terrible time, but the footage? Mwah, amazing. Linda Hamilton trained for months to transform into a legit action hero. Her twin sister, yeah, she had a twin, even played the mirrored version of Sarah in one scene because CGI clone tech wasn't just quite there yet. Meanwhile, Robert Patrick trained to run without breathing hard to look more robotic. And yes, Arnold learned how to cock a shotgun one-handed on a motorcycle, which sounds like a deleted scene from America's Got Talent. Also, the original cut of the film almost included a scene with an aged T-800 factory model learning to smile. It's both hilarious and horrifying, like watching your toaster cry. T2 isn't just a sequel. It's a sequel that said, "I'll be back." And when it returned, it brought the future with it. Between the groundbreaking effects, the iconic lines, the heart-tugging moments, and the shotgun-pumping badassery, it's no wonder this movie still holds up 30-plus years later. In an era of CGI overload and soulless reboots, Terminator 2 reminds us what real action filmmaking looks like. Sweaty, dangerous, deeply human, and featuring at least one man made of silver goo. So, whether you're a first-time viewer or a Skynet veteran, one thing's clear. T2 didn't just survive Judgment Day, it owned it. If you liked this retro review, please do like the video, and of course you could go to our homepage and check out our retro review playlist. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Movie-Matic, and of course drop your favorite T2 moment in the comments. Just don't say the part where Terminator dies. We're still not emotionally ready.